I hope we're live at 5. Starting the live stream this evening. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe they've fixed the issues. Just make sure you can see what we're doing. I think you can see. I need my tea. I've got a cup of tea. Green tea. Somewhere over there. Right, welcome back to Robertson Co. Welcome back to London, another live jewellery making session. Tonight we're going to make 1mm halo rings. I pre-cut the blanks in a previous live stream. Let me show you these. Pre-cut them in a previous live stream and then rounded them in yesterday's while we were waiting for some gold rings to clean. Vroom. Right, let me move this. We're going vertical again tonight. Vertical vision. I haven't actually watched one of these back. I need to watch one back so I can see like what's in shot and what's not. Let me see if I can line up a live stream on a computer behind. There's a computer behind me. The YouTube copyright free music on. Let's see if I can actually get the live stream up while. Don't know if that will echo or what. What happens if I watch? Yeah, I can. It's buffering, great. Yeah, you can see. Let me turn it off. Right, so you can see what we're doing here. Green tea. I must admit, I kind of prefer the horizontal format for YouTube, but what's happening with a lot of to be honest, the platforms we sell jewelry on did this. So they each had their own. We were selling on Amazon and Etsy and eBay and our own website, and they kind of all had their advantages and disadvantages. And what they all did, and I've noticed a similar pattern with the social media platforms more recently, but what they all did, so Amazon was winning. And Amazon had, I don't think Amazon was a particular, like Amazon, I don't think had the best looking, certainly from a brand's perspective. Like it was all very, like the product images deliberately had to be on a, well, the first one was. And if you look at it, you've very much got, it's got quite a minimalist feel, Amazon. It's got better, it's got a lot better. It's probably one of the best ones now. But anyway, Amazon was winning in terms of revenue. So what happened was eBay and Etsy decided they were gonna, which both had their own unique selling points, decided they were gonna become Amazon basically. And they lost, and they've completely lost market. Like, I think I've spoken to a lot of people that sell online and they've just lost, hands down. I mean, Etsy in particular had this thing of that it was handmade and there was a lot of personalization. Now it's nothing. I don't see the point of it. It's just a budget version of eBay, which has now become a budget version of Amazon. Like Chinese tat on all of them. But yeah, Etsy had a good USP where it was selling handmade and it was accessible to people selling handmade stuff, and it was quite a good I think the sellers liked it as a platform for handmade, and they ballsed it right up. Etsy have. And which means because it's now just hard to, just, you know, why shop there? Like from a shopper's perspective now, why shop there if it's just all imported tat? Which it's obviously not, but what I'm saying is from the seller's perspective, I think you just go to Amazon, eh? Because their logistics is the best. Right, let's get cracking on these rings. eBay did the same. I mean, eBay still is, obviously, the online auction site. I can't think of another one. I don't know a better one, but I'm sure there are. But then with the bike, I think they actually hired an ex-C-suite executive from Amazon to run it. Instantly started trying to add things that made it Amazon. But you know what happened there? Do this because the barrier to entry on eBay as a seller was lower. They basically put all the hurdles in the way. But what they didn't give you was the you had the eBay customer, which is not the Amazon customer. So they put all that, like, it's a different thing, it's a different animal. And yeah, they gave you all the disadvantages, none of the advantages, which is the Amazon customer, basically. The Amazon customer base and the logistics. Balls it. And the platforms, the point of this is the social media platforms appear to be doing the same thing. And what happened with all of those is they've all lost the plot and Amazon's won, hands down. From a customer, it's won the customer is what it's done. And to some extent, I don't, like, everyone I speak to doesn't want to sell on there, and people go, oh, I don't really want to buy on there. But the fact of the matter is, everyone is buying on there, whether they're like, they kind of recognise that it's most people you speak to say they don't want to buy on there. I don't know where they want to buy, but they don't want to buy on there because they kind of recognise that it might not be. The funny thing with it is, I don't know why they don't. They feel that they don't want to. They have this feeling that it's not a nice place to be shopping, or not a nice company, and I don't. The evidence for that is stacked against their competitors, if anything, on the high street. I mean, and they don't feel that about them, so I don't know. But anyway, Amazon's won the customer is what it's done, and there's a sort of battle on the platforms at the moment where they're all trying to beat each other. Apart from Meta, which is trying to be Meta, failing. See, they're all trying to be all things to all people. They're trying to poach each other's customers, and so that where this is going to is that's why I'm doing. I think Amazon. Getting them all muddled up now. I think YouTube is kind of synonymous with long format, horizontal video, but they lost some ground to TikTok. But so they've now decided that everything needs to be short, short and vertical, to try and steal back the TikTok users. But TikTok's just, that's what it is. But then guess what? TikTok a couple of weeks ago, however long ago, they decided that everything needed to be horizontal and long. And you know what? It changed its mind real quick. So it was giving everyone's videos a real boost. If you went horizontal, which I did, and for a few weeks it really boosted them. And now it's obviously panicked because the data would have been instantly. It was people just logging off. I guess they weren't because it's addictive. That short horizontal thing's addictive, and I guess when it was long and horizontal, people just got bored off. Their attention span, the TikTok users' attention span. You don't go to a TikTok for that. They're not going to TikTok for that. So yeah, but for some reason, YouTube is persevering that it's going to become the new TikTok. So that's why I'm horizontal, because at the minute that's what it wants. I think what will happen is it will once it's got bored of that. The data will show. Well, I think the data will show that its users really want horizontal long format. I mean, they can force feed it. You can force feed the viewer short and live vertical, but the engagement I don't think will be there. Ultimately, I think what will happen with all of them is they'll kind of find their audience, which is what they say about individual creators on the platforms. But I just think the platforms themselves, because I mean, obviously originally TikTok, we're on TikTok now, but originally it was just kids dancing, you know, and that's what, for each other basically, and that seems to have I mean, it's not obviously disappeared, but it's not all of it's not. There's still a lot there, but there's a lot more going on there now. So I still think Instagram is quite good for photography, like still pictures, but apparently as a platform, according to the platform, I think it's video messaging is actually what most people are using it for, DMs and stories. I gave up on that. The stories are just, to me, they seem like an utter waste of time. Consuming them and creating them seems like an utter waste of time. But there seems to be a lot of people with a lot of time to waste, so it's hella popular. So we probably should do them, but it just seems like I mean, we could post the reels. I probably should post the reels. And maybe that's what I'll do. I'll start posting them both. I kind of hadn't. Seems like you're posting the same thing twice, but then there are people just sat scrolling through. And there probably are some people that just scroll through their stories, don't even go through their feed, so there might be, maybe I'll try that. No idea, because I don't use X, I've got no idea what format that's supposed to be in either. Because it can take video horizontal or vertical, like you can post either. No idea what people are watching. I don't think they are, I think people are just chatting. But yeah, the short version of that is we're going to do lives vertical. I'll probably mix them up, vertical and horizontal, but there's definitely going to be for now, until YouTube changes its mind, which it does constantly. It's not if it changes its mind, it's when it changes its mind. At the moment, it seems to want, well, it's suggesting that we try vertical, which means it wants vertical. Live. I think a lot of it kind of actually it to some extent depends how they integrate it on the platform, and I actually think YouTube do quite a good job of integrating the switch between horizontal and vertical. TikTok didn't. Yeah, like you can watch YouTube video, the switch between watching a horizontal and a vertical in a feed on YouTube. You don't really have to noticeably flip around with your phone from landscape to portrait. You don't have to do that. Whereas with TikTok, you definitely did. Which is why they might have panicked and cancelled that for now. The platform just wasn't as supportive for different setups. It wasn't as supportive as YouTube is. I actually think the reason TikTok's winning is it's lax user guidelines. You can talk about whatever you want. That's what YouTube has an issue with there. Format's irrelevant, it's the content. There's some things you just can't talk about, innit? And you can over there, for now. I mean, as long as you're supportive of our global leaders, of each and every nation, and whatever policies they enact, then you're fine. If you're not fine. You're cancelled. So we should be able to stay out of trouble making jewellery. Right. So it's fluxed, solder beneath the joint with the torch. Yeah, solder these together. I can't remember what sizes are. I think these were W, so if these are a W, we need to make some V's while these are cleaning in the pickle. Well, not make them, but cut the blanks for an upcoming live stream. That's not gone right. Oh, I haven't done that. The handout right in the end, but the solder just didn't want to flow. one. Right, let's cut the blanks for size V while they're cleaning, and when we've cut these blanks we can get the, I think they were W's, so we need 65 mil. Show you the wire. This is the 1 mil round wire that we make these halo rings from. So you can make that out, but that is round profile, a few meters of it there, 1 mil diameter. So we'll just cut, did I say 65? Remember, like I said, if I was double checking again, but yeah, we'll just cut the lengths off, file both ends, and then they'll be ready for a for an upcoming live stream. Did I say 65 now? Yeah, 65 now. Got the bench falling out there. This holds the bench peg upright with that screw. Make sure it's secured in that direction. Right, one more of these. Yeah, that is a GRS Benchmate set up there. You probably can't make out from where you are, but that is an actual GRS Benchmate bench peg and fitting. Right, let's just tidy the ends of these up and give you a close up. So you can put the Benchmate, yeah. It's under there. I won't bother getting that. But yeah, you can pop that off, put the Benchmate on, swing out the microscope, and this is a setting bench. There's our V blanks, give you a close up of those, and we'll get the, I think they're W's out, and use the ring sizers to size those. So boom. There we go. They will, once rounded, soldered together, they will make, that one we'll find later, they will make size V's. I can see it, found it, I think. There it is. Right, let's pull these out of the pickle. I'm going to need to clean off the excess solder. I'll do that on a polishing machine next door, so chat amongst yourselves for a minute while I do that. It's just so much quicker. You know, I spend 30 seconds to a minute doing all of these. I'm polishing with a fine satin wheel, and probably sat here for 10 or 12 minutes doing it with a file. If I do one off, I'll do it with a file, but what I need is hopefully YouTube's adding stuff. I notice it's adding a lot of features to the live streaming, so if they do multi-camera, we're in business. Otherwise I'm going to have to buy a proper streaming setup. So I'll put a camera above the polish machine. Right, I'll give you a close up of these. So I'm just going to use a light, very fine satin wheel to buff. It's quite easy to see where the solder joint is when they're in this configuration as well, because it's the straight bit. So yeah, I'm just going to clean off any excess solder and flux from the solder joint using a very fine satin wheel. I'll be back in a second, and then we can round them off and use a couple of different ring sizes to get the perfect size. Right, we're back. Boom. Cleaned up the solder joints using a very fine satin wheel. So now I'm going to round these off on a triplet. See what size we've actually got, and then we'll use a couple of different ring stretchers to get the perfect, the exact size. Using a rawhide mallet. butt ring stick. Oh, there's a ring behind me. See what size these actually are. V. It's a problem. Because I've just made a batch of V's. I thought these were the W's. We could have a lot of V's and not very many W's. Never mind. We'll make the W's next. Right, I'll take these up. These are a bit below a size V. For some reason I thought these were the W's. Right, anyway, hey ho, we're going to have a lot of the... Quite have too many, can you? So as you can see, they're wavy. So they are a V, but they're a wavy V. So what I'll do is I'll take them up to a V1/2 using an upright ring stretch, and then we'll compress them back down to exactly a size V. It's the best way. Yeah, stretching them up, you can get a really good perfect size with this. You can get a really good sizing with them, but it doesn't straighten them out in the same way compressing them does, reducing them down. Certainly make them perfectly round, but it won't make them perfectly flat. Whereas compressing them, reducing them does both. I think it actually makes them slightly rounder than doing this as well. Right, let's see what size that makes. Size you. That's it, size there. Right, let's just stretch that one up a bit. Stretch down a bit. No thumbnail. That one's a size W. It's really big. Yeah, the live streams have been, we had a run of them just been perfect every, you know, it worked. But for the last few weeks, since the latest iOS update, it's actually the thumbnail that seems to be causing the problem, funny enough. Like it gets stuck in a loop taking the picture of the thumbnail, and you know if that is actually how it appears to be, the flaw in the system, because if that happens, you've got to, if you don't relaunch the whole thing, it doesn't work. If you do relaunch the whole thing, it does work. Well, it works without a thumbnail, but there's definitely some glitches. I don't know how this streaming software works, where it does all the platforms at once. That must be an absolute nightmare. Or maybe it's the solution to all our problems. One of the two. Copyright free music seems to stop. Something like that. We're back. Yep, the last one. There we go, there's our batch. Give you a little close up of these. Thought they were going to be W's, turned out to be size V's. There we go, V. And flat, as you saw, they were quite wavy beforehand. Exactly size V and flat. There we go. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Toodles. Where's the camera? There.